Hello, this is Melvin Nelson. I'm making a video. It's basically about what's been going on a lot. There has been a lot of shootings going around, and the shooters are white people. They are shooting white people. You know, all over the place. I think it's like in the 20s. You know, places that has been shot up. You know, just because. So that kind of goes against what was said about black people. You know, Trump and all they goonies and all the media and stuff was putting out, you know, all the racist remarks, that, black folks start all these troubles, the immigrants starting all the troubles. Everybody is starting troubles except them, when they originally are the ones causing trouble. So now you gotta look out for the original crooks that just live out here, in the streets of Cleveland, Ohio, and other places in America. And I don't know, they have a stand your ground law here, but I wonder about what happens when you do, especially in my case, because I travel by myself, so anything can happen, and I don't carry any weapons or anything because I'm not out here, trying to harm nobody. I'm trying to, take care of what business I have to do, go see my brother, go see my sisters, and come home safely, because I'm in a wheelchair. I have to catch the bus, to get around, so I sometimes have to wonder about that, Should I be carrying a pistol, to safeguard my life? And I think about, like when I was in a store and Speedway, like I say, if the police would have came there, I could have been killed, for no apparent reason, for mistaken identity, no proof. But you know what? I stopped going to Speedway. And so I go down a little bit further. It's a Sunoco gas station. It's at 2039 Broadview Road in Cleveland, Ohio. So I went there, and the people there was nice, the stores kept nice, the food is nice, lately, this is what I've been eating on today. You know, I'm like, wow, I never knew it as this. But there was some chicken and chicken fingers. It tasted pretty good, you know. They didn't overdo it. It's not overpriced. And hell, I couldn't even finish eating the box. Hell, I was full after eating a couple of pieces of chicken and and a piece of and some potatoes. You know. But I don't know if you can see it, but this is something that I never saw ever on a store receipt. I don't know if you can read it or not, but it says, "Welcome to our store." You know, and that's cool. It makes you feel kind of welcome. You know, but it's I had to give them a shout out, you know, because I ain't going to Speedway up on Brooklyn Pro ever again. So I found a new gas station to go to, and that's it. You know, I'm happy so far. Now, like I say, there's been a lot of white folks just shooting places up, you know, which they not saying the motive of any of them. They just shooting. Church got shot up. This place out on the pier, they got shot up. You know, somebody in a boat just decided to shoot their place up. Like it was nothing, you know. A few people got hurt there. You know. There's another story about a police. They came and answered a call from someone who called the police because they said they was having some people was trying to break in their house, and the police got there. It's about 5 or better police. One police knocked on the door and said, "The police," you know, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and I think you can hear the other guy on the other side of the door say, "Okay, I'm coming to the door." And a black police officer, shot his pistol at the door. Like, wow, he could have killed somebody real quick. And the police was trying to play it off like it was an accident, you know. But if you know anything about firearms today, they're not made to go off accidentally. Someone has to pull that trigger, you know. So the guy got shot, but he lived, you know. But they jumped on it real quick as far as the police guy. You know, I think he got fired or, you know, relieved of that type of work. I think that was just because he was black, because I think that's what it was, you know. But I'm like, wow, you call the police for help, and they got to come there with pulling the guns out. Why? That's a good question. Why? Is that in the training? You're going to help somebody and you got to pull your guns out first? You know? Especially if the person calling you to help them. You know, make it have some sense to it. Okay, my other thing is that y'all letting Trump sign all these bills to do, well, that's what I say is, you know, dictatorship. You know, Hitler days, you know, without any questioning of anything, you know. And you got ICE and the police and the military all doing these things that he said. You know, you got people getting arrested, and I guess they're supposed to be taken to, you know, Alcatraz, you know, for the holding cells and all that. But people are disappeared. There, you never hear from them again. You know, so that's another mystery. I have one other mystery that happened during Trump's first election. I don't know if people remember when they was arresting people then, and when they was splitting the families up, you know, and they had all the children locked up in the cells, and, you know, taken away from their parents. Their parents got deported, but the children were still locked up in cells. No one ever said anything else behind that. You know, what happened to those kids? You know, it's a lot going on in this world now that's not right. And nobody's standing up against the rich people or the people with power that's doing it. They're all standing around looking dumb, you know. So that's why I'm trying to make these videos. I mean, we supposed to be the people of the United States of America. We supposed to have power to have things, you know, yes or no. It should not be, you know, one man made to write down something that he won't done, and people has no knowledge of it at all, you know. We supposed to have the right to vote, you know, freedom of speech, all those good old things what the United States supposed to stand for, you know. But wow, this is a long video. I'm going to have to stop it here, but I hope you like this video. You know, give me a like, give me a comment, and y'all have a good evening. It's 10:20 p.m. 9/29/2025. Y'all have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.